Hi traders, this is a full guide for CSCAP trading terminal. In this video, you will figure out how to download, install and use CSCAP terminal with your exchange account. Then we open the launcher. And then we follow all the instructions.
Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. I am not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research before making any investment or using the programs presented in the video.
If you are installing this application for the first time, you will be asked to apply the license key. Remember that when we filled the form, we got a message to our email where there was a license key attached. So if you asked, use this license key. We open CSCAP. Here we have a useful and very informative menu. Here we have additional links to diary, screener. You can ask your questions to support center. And here on the left column, there are core resources of the CSCAP community. This is the list of exchanges which accounts could be connected to the CSCAP trading terminal. This is how we can check the screener, for example. As you see, very useful tool. But to open the CSCAP trading terminal, we click Start CSCAP. From the very beginning, we have such a kind of empty space and we can construct and adopt this as you wish. The most important thing here is connections. On this stage, we should create API keys and we go to exchange account to create them. In this video, I will use Binance as an example. API keys are created to connect your exchange account to the trading terminal. So we go to our Binance account. How to create Binance account you can watch in another video. The link you will find under this video in the description. So we go to the main menu. You should have been verified in the Binance account. Here in a dashboard, we see API management section. So we click here. We create API keys, system generated. We name it as we wish. Then we pass security verification requirements. So we created API key and secret key. And now we should go to edit restrictions. But to change the parameters that we need to change, we should restrict access to trusted IP only. We select this, and to activate this, we should know our IP address. To figure out our IP address, you can just Google it. Then we should enable futures trading and enable spot and margin trading to be able to trade futures and spot. Then next extremely important aspect, we should save both these keys to the document, for example to a notebook, and save it. When you click save here, secret key will be hidden. Now we go back to our CSCAP trading terminal. We go to settings and we create Binance spot and futures connections. All other connections we can delete, so we should activate both connections. We go to spot first, we click on the gear. So here we should fill in API key and API secret that we created. We copy this one, then we copy this one. We turn off the view mode, otherwise we will be unable to trade. We turn on auto connect. Base settlement currency USDT by default. Wallet type exchange. That's all. We close this window, we connect. This plug sign should turn green. We do the same here on futures. We save password, we turn on autoconnect, wallet type pre-partial, and that's all. We close and connect. That's okay, we connected both. So we activated both connections, Binance Spot and Binance USDT futures. We close this tab, and now we go to the managing of our working space. When we want to observe one or another instrument, we should always use two order books. One order book of futures and another order book for spot. Let's imagine we want to use a TIA USDT instrument. We select TIA USDT on spot. And we add another one order book. We turn on to Binance USDT futures and do the same. Here we have such a mess in our order book. We also, through using docking, could organize our working space as we wish. We can put the graph as we wish, as you see through the docking function. I usually do this on this way. Now what should we do? We should make all the order books readable. We go to settings. On the right there is a futures order book, on the left there is a spot order book. Here we go to settings, then order book, and here we have amount bar field at, large amount and large amount too. There are most important parameters when we are making order book readable. So we should indicate a number of contracts that correspond to a really big limit order placed on the order book. Usually in crypto trading in futures we perceive $300,000 as the minimal reliable limit order, and usually the price always reacts from this limit order, from this kind of limit order of no less than $300,000. So what we should do, we just calculate this limit order in a number of contracts. We divide $300,000 by the current price. So we divide $300,000 by 1733 and we get 17,300. Duplicate this parameter here, or we can just make large amount 2 just 2 times bigger. Now we see that our order book is really readable, and huge limit order like this one will be probably the real obstacle, the real resistance for the price. This is very clear kind of making your book readable, and it's extremely simple. And of course it will help you to distinguish small limit orders, unreliable, from the big ones that are really reliable. But be careful, most of them could be spoofers, they could be replacing these limit orders to different places. But if you meet this really good, really huge limit order on the round price, for example 17.5, it would be probably really huge and really reliable limit order, not a spoofer, and you can use it to find the entry point around this limit order, to use it to your advantage. We do the same here. And you would ask why this order book is still unreadable. Because we have increased decimal pricing. To change the scale of order book, we should use H plus scrolling. So we're changing the scale, as you see. Here we can do the same. We place the mouse on the order book and we press H plus scrolling. Scrolling up and scrolling down. As you see, the scale of your order book is changing. why do we need this function? If we have extremely high volatility, we should scroll up, we should scale up our order book to have our order book under the control. Because when we have our scale on 0, as you see, it's absolutely impossible to control the price, to control the volatility. In this case, the order book is absolutely empty and it's impossible to trade, impossible to track the price. So we are increasing the scale till it becomes readable. In this case, on the case of TRUSDT, we use X15, and using this parameter for scaling, the order book is absolutely readable. Now let's try to make our first trade. Here there is a table for indicating our working volume. Here we indicate our volume, for example, $20. We can open trade by the market right here and right now, making a trade on the spread, or we can place a limit order. We select our working volume, for example, $20, and clicking left mouse button on the green zone, we place buy limit orders. When the price reaches our limit order, it will be activated, our trade will be opened. To place a limit order for sale, we do absolutely the same, but the opposite. We click right mouse button on the red side, on the seller's zone. And as you know, when the price reaches this limit order, our trade will be activated, the trade will be opened. To cancel all the limit orders, to cancel all the trades, even opened trades, we press D. Now we of course can open a trade by the market, not limit order, but just right here and right now on the spread, on the place where is the current price. To open a long position, to buy, we click left mouse button on the red side. Our trade is opened. When the current price is going lower than our entry point, we have a loss. Here we have information about our position. Clicking on this area, we can switch between percentage, between dollars and points of the price. To place the stop loss, we should press C plus left mouse button. Here we see the stop loss. To place take profit, we should place it on the side of potential profit. So we, for example, place take profit here with absolutely the same action, C plus left mouse button. So we have stop loss and take profit. We can add position by placing limit orders or adding the position by the market, for example, clicking once again on the red side with the left mouse button, and the profit is shown with the green color, as you see. We can also close our position not only using take profit, but using limit orders. It will be partial type of closing position, partial fixation. For example, our first fixation will be here, where we have this limit order for sale, and then we have here another one limit order for sale. Here we will have the first part to be fixed, then we will have here the second part to be fixed. As far as we have only 2 lots, our entire position will be fixed. To cancel all the limit orders and the current trade, we press D. If we want to open short position for sale by the market, we click right mouse button on the green zone. The opposite actions. So as you see, instantly we have small profit. We place the stop loss by clicking C plus left mouse button on the side of potential loss, and we place by the same principle take profit, pressing C plus left mouse button on the side of potential profit. Let's add position by the market, clicking again right mouse button on the green side. Now we have 2 lots sold and our position is getting profitable. Here we, for example, will close our first part, placing the limit order for purchase. And here, for example, will be take profit. Well, let's place it here. As you see, the half of my position were closed with this limit order. Now I decided to close the position by the market. I press D. Now we go to the main settings. We go to hotkeys, and here you can set up your own hotkeys as you wish. But I really want you to set 2 extremely important and useful hotkey for buy at market and sell at market. To make it just up and down, just arrows, not to be confused. For example, not to click left mouse button on red side for buy or left mouse button on the green side to sell, not to be confused, especially when you are a beginner. Just up for buy and down for sale. That's all. It will make your trading much more easy. Other hotkeys you can watch here and set up to your advantage. You can also change the colors on your display, make it in different styles. I prefer white style. Do not forget to check your view mode. Without logging, trading is not available. By default, I turn off this function. This is just another security measure. Setting up your working volume. Please watch a video about risk management before setting up your working volume, because to control your risks, it's extremely important. When we, for example, set different working volumes, $20, $100, $500, it's automatically calculated in dollars. But when we place the limit order corresponding to $100, for example, it's automatically calculated into number of lots. 5 lots corresponds to $100. It's absolutely easy, and it's very important function. When we have the limit order for $500, here we will have 28 lots. That corresponds to $500. If you multiply 28 to the current price, 17.3475, it will be around $500. And some other useful function, we can turn on the ruler in percent. That will be looking like this to control the distance from the current price. 0.2, 0.3, and so on. And now we go to trading. Extremely important parameter is stop orders slipping. Because if you have 0, for example, by default, you will probably face the problem when your limit orders will not be activated. With the error, namely, a limit price can be higher than. This kind of error means that you should change stop order slipping. By default, we advise to place 40. Another extremely important parameter, stop loss take profit location, we advise to place it not on application but on the server. Because if you have these orders, stop loss and take profit on the application, when you close application, or if you, for example, turn off your computer, your stop loss and take profit will be cancelled with the opened position. It's extremely dangerous. That's why we really advise you to choose server in this parameter. Now from this video you figured out the main functions of the CSCAP. I hope it will help you to start the journey with the professional soft in trading.